So I'll do a little bit more in-depth video. I've done some shorts today on these things. Don't judge too critically, because I was actually trying to go for speed as well. I mean, I did that one first. Well, them ones first. I cut them both together. Obviously, you can do different colours. You can flame them. You know, I like branding. That's my sort of my hashtag branding mark. And then, I don't know if you can see that properly. Yeah. I think they would look good as some sort of set. And maybe some coasters as well. I know somebody's just commented about coasters. And I'm going to look at different lacquers as well, sort of a resin lacquer, to see how different they look glossy. I mentioned on the short that I'm going to try and, well, I'll transfer the tea light sort of project into logs and twigs and branches. I do a lot of them lamps as lights or lamps, so with electric, and I would like either to mix the two or do a couple of equivalents just with tea lights. You can obviously get the battery ones as well. I prefer the flame, obviously the safer if they're the what's it ones, the battery ones. So on Etsy I looked at these, obviously different sorts, but they're the same principle. Even if you wanted to cut more holes, it is literally the real off-cut ends that you can use. And again, this is a little tip. I've had a few people sort of asking if I can make them something out of some material that they've got, because the material that they've got means something to them. If someone's passed away and they've got something, you know, like decking, or their house, if they've got a book cupboard or things, you know, a table, things like that. And some people like to use, you know, something that means something to them. And there's a bit of pressure on that to do that. If you want to make somebody something out of something different material, but the material means something, these are a good place to start, because you don't actually have to do a lot to them. You can, I would rather use branches, twigs, because I like I'm not a massive fan of sort of straight lines and straight edges. I would much rather the sort of not hacked out look, but no, more natural look. So we'll do some more of these, but in the branches and the logs. I do honestly feel if you get the branches and the logs and the lacquering done right, I think there's more money in that side of things, because they're unique, they're a one-off. And that's how you need to portray them when you're selling them or marketing them. They are unique and they are one-off. And you can price them accordingly. And again, I do a bit of research before making things to see how hard things will make. And how fast they are to make. I think this sort of sums up where the guy asked, is it not just as cheap to buy new timber by the time you've sanded it up and took all the nails and stuff out? And in certain projects, definitely, you might probably be better to buy new. But if you do get the chance to get reclaimed or old, get it, and find projects like this that you can add to your shop or your portfolio, or however you're selling them. Or even if it's just a bit of practice and you just want to give them away as gifts, it's a great place. It's a great place to start, and people love this sort of stuff. It's really quite popular at the minute. So take your time, have a practice, and let me know how you get on. And please subscribe, it really helps. It's great, we've got a little community going, and all the time that people are watching is all the time that I'll keep listing. So thank you, and have a good Friday.